Hello and welcome to Personal Profiles with me, Olivia Cox. And today I'm joined by Paul Mahoney from Nova Financial. Paul, tell me a bit about why you got into property.
Well, my background originally was financial planning. I was involved in a large financial planning company in Australia. We were one of the first companies to incorporate direct property as a key part of clients' portfolios, as we thought it was probably a better investment than most other options out there. And I suppose that's what originally piqued my interest and sort of went from there.
So how long have you actually been working in the property industry?
7 years. 7 years now, from that original sort of background and advising clients on what worked best for them.
So you said you worked for an Australian bank. When did you come over to London?
I've now been in London for 3 years. So I ran a fairly similar company to what I'm running now in the UK and applied that business model to London and the UK.
And have you found lots of similarities between property?
Yeah, very similar. Obviously learning the different areas was new, but all the principles and the fundamentals was very transferable.
And outside of property, which you're obviously very passionate about, what interests do you have?
What interests do I have?
Yeah.
Well, obviously property. You know, I'm a property investor myself.
Outside of
property. Okay. Well, sport. I'm a big sports fan. My wife, family. That kind of work and that kind of takes up all my time, I think.
Yeah, I'm sure. What are your personal goals and ambitions that you still haven't yet achieved?
Personal goals. Well, I'd like to expand my company, but take it to the whole of the UK, which we kind of currently are, but sort of take that to the next level. And I suppose live a happy, healthy life.
In terms of giving back and sort of educating other people about property, what kind of things are you doing?
Well, I'm currently writing a book. It's titled The Buy-to-Let Revolution. It's being published in September. So that'll be nice to, I suppose, explain to a broader market my approach, or our approach to property investment and how it can be used for financial freedom. So I suppose enable me to pass on some of my knowledge to other people more broadly. So,
and how do you think working in property has changed your life?
How's it changed my life? Well, I believe just having a better understanding of how to achieve financial freedom, how to help more people. I've written a range of educational books, smaller e-book type books that have been read by thousands of people. So that's been good to be able to help people out.
And in terms of financial freedom, which you mentioned, is that something you really noticed straight away when you went into the property market? Well,
I noticed the potential straight away. As I say, my background is in financial planning. I've studied financial planning and studied an MBA, and I've got over a decade of sort of specific knowledge in that area. So applying that to property, it became very obvious that certainly what my belief is that it is the best option for achieving financial freedom over the long term.
And will you continue to work in property, or do you see the business going elsewhere?
Yeah, most certainly. At the moment, definitely, property seems to be the best option, and there's a lot of interest in that area. There's a few changes taking place at the moment, so the need for advice when it comes to investing, not only on the right investments, but the right structuring and how best to go about that for anyone's sort of personal situation is becoming increasingly important.
Do you find that people come to you for advice as much as they come to you to actually invest their money?
Yeah, a big part of it is obviously finding the right investment. That's important, and different things work for different people. But then there's also how to structure what the long-term goals are. Often people need guidance on what's best for them and how they can achieve what they're working toward.
Sounds like a really busy life.
Yeah, it keeps me busy.
Is there any ever opportunity to switch off?
Yeah, I try to switch off when I can. Obviously try to get away every now and again. I'm going skiing on the weekend, so
I'm very jealous.
That's a bit of a release.
Where are you going?
Bulgaria, Bansko.
Oh, nice.
It's actually really good fun.
Different.
Yeah.
Right, Paul, thank you very much. That was
Thank you.
Personal Profiles.